Hey Cap. Before we take it there, let me rewind a little and tell you the whole story. Why Peter Parker is the way he is, and how Captain America, a symbol of hope, became a forgotten footnote in the dusty book of superhero history. Avengers Twilight. An old and dishevelled Steve Rogers awakes to a new day. A day of the future. It's not the first time he's opened his eyes to a world that has, quite frankly, forgotten him. Except this time, he witnessed the downfall live and in person. Last time he didn't really get a choice. His partner is the only thing keeping him going these days. But it's August 13th. A day he would love to have forgotten long ago. But he doesn't get to forget. The outside world makes him feel like he doesn't belong there. He was a man out of time in our generation. This one, well, he's just a ghost of the past struggling to walk into the future. But the world won't let him forget who he is. Are you Captain America? You want a selfie? Oh, of course not. I would never. His mind isn't what it used to be. Is that why you're meeting me late? A voice shouts at him from behind. An old man wearing what seems to be an exoskeleton of some sort to keep him upright. Come on, Matt's waiting in the park. Sorry, Luke. Slow start to the day. Luke asks if he's kicking coffee, but he explains Rosa made him one in bed. Luke remembers what day it is. It's H Day. They meet up with Matt and he's overrun at work as usual. Even for a blind man, he still sees a bright future for the world. Steve, on the other hand, the man that used to be the pillar of hope, has had that pillar chipped away at for decades now. He doesn't even have the super soldier serum anymore inside of him. He asks Luke what he's been up to and gets a vague ex-mayor type answer. He just reassures him that he's still fighting for something. Later, Steve's at home with Rosa getting ready to eat dinner, while Rosa jokes about how ridiculous his skin tight blue pants and that big letter A on his head were. But they're interrupted by a news broadcast about the Red Skull. They're trying to say he was a good man for trying to bring down the Third Reich. But Cap knows the only reason he did that was that so he could take over the world himself and not the other guy. He's furious. He storms off into the next room to reminisce on the good old days of what used to be. The next day he goes on a talk show to debate Tony Stark's and the Wasp's son, James Stark. He's trying to get people to understand who the Red Skull actually was. But James goes on a rampage saying he's trying to shut down free speech. It's a slap in the face to heroes, he shouts. Ah, heroes. You and others like my father painted the world as black and white. Heroes and villains. But then you brought us H-Day. Hero Day. A national tragedy. He's startled and suddenly hurled back in time to one of his darkest moments. A day of reckoning for the superhero community. Hundreds dead. Boston leveled. The day the world woke up. The death count fell mostly to one of the founding members of the Avengers, Dr. Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. Steve goes on to say how Ultron was controlling him, but James is ready for that one. Ah yes, the evil AI created by, would you look at that, yet another Avenger, Hank Pym. So how can we believe you about the Red Skull? How is everyone supposed to know what a hero looks like now? They look like your mom and dad, he says, sadly through his gritted teeth. Then storms out of the station, out into the rain, and that's when it hits him. The memories start to flood in, along with a sharp pain in his chest. The Avengers. It's H-Day. All the identities of superheroes has been leaked. Everyone is being lured to their loved ones' homes and ambushed by enhanced supervillains. They land in the rubble of a once grey city. Did a bomb go off? Natasha asks. Keep your eyes peeled, Cap barks back. Hey Cap. You should see the other guys. Cause I sure don't. Save your breath. Help is on the way. Cap, I saved my aunt. Her name is May Parker. Promise me. You'll keep her and my identity safe. Even after You'll be fine, son. You'll be... My name is... You're Spiderman, son. And you're the best of us. Pulled back to reality by some noise nearby. Some kids on skateboards are being harassed by Stark's soldier bots. So he intervenes. He dispatched one of them, then another. Before his old age catches up to him and he gets caught from behind the head with a baton. The kids get away, but he's not so lucky. Until someone from the shadows start attacking the police. More and more of them start to appear. They put a bag over his head and whisk him away. Later, when the bag is taken off, Luke is sitting in front of him. He's confused. What is this, Luke? We're at war, Cap. And you were made for war. He begins to get mad but is quickly cut off. Matt's dead, Steve. The government and the news is controlled by Tony's son. The new Avengers are laying waste to other countries. He tells them that he can't help anymore, he's just too old. But he's wrong. With this you can, they tell him. My name's Kerry, and I've been doing my best to replicate the super soldier serum. But it doesn't work on everyone, only specific people. Ever since Luke's bulletproof skin became immovable, he's a knowledge man now, walking in the shadows, no more fighting. But Steve, well, Steve is Captain America. He's also a fucking Avenger. He calls Rosa and lets her know he's okay, but he won't be home for a while. There's something he needs to do. He's opening his eyes again, and hopefully others too, but he can't do it alone. He's going to assemble the fucking Avengers. Well, that was Avengers Twilight. This series is, in my opinion, looking to be one of the best new series coming out. And I love that art. Alex Ross on the cover, as always. Can't go wrong. But yeah, let me know what you thought. And should I keep continuing on with the series if you really liked it? Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Peace.